If you own a retail store, there are two ways to know if your team is where you want them to be. Can you say with certainty that your employees bring as much value as the salary they receive? Can you go on a 2-week vacation with the peace of mind that everything will go well and you will know if anything goes wrong? If your answer to both questions was a strong yes, then congratulations. You are already running an amazing ship. We should all learn from you. But if your answer to any of those questions was no, you might benefit from what I'm about to say. Let's take the first question. Do all your employees bring as much value as the salary they receive? To answer that question correctly, you need to determine what you expect from each employee and then agree on how you want to measure this value. For example, if you have a retail store and you have 2 staff, one functions as a secretary/receptionist, keeping a record of inventory and receiving walk-in customers on phone calls. The second functions as a utility staff, ensuring the right product sits on the right shelf, electricity is up, plumbing works, mechanical faults fixed quickly, and any other incident that might harm a good sales day is taken care of. How do you articulate your expectations from each employee? Let's start with the secretary/receptionist. She is responsible for making sure the store is open at the right time, say 8 a.m., making sure customers are well received and attended to, customer service, making sure inventory is properly received and recorded from vendors, inventory management, keeping basic accounting. These are specific job definitions, and most organizations stop here. While it does a really good job of communicating overall responsibilities, it doesn't say much about the organization's expectations for quality of work or acceptable standards. These gray areas is where most workplace management conflict lies.
One of my biggest frustration at my previous workplace was that it was really hard to know when you're doing well. Your performance is dependent on your boss's mood. One day, 8 a.m. as resumption time is fine. The next day, your boss is blasting you for resuming at 8 a.m.
Most times it was hard to even know where to put your best, because what was best last week might not be what is best this week.
To avoid these potential workplace conflicts, it's helpful for you to define goals or objectives for each employee. For example, if you expect an employee to open the store, a goal might be to ensure the store is open no later than 8 a.m. every weekday and 9 a.m. on weekends until the end of March. In the same way, you can define goals for the major parts of all your employees' job descriptions. This way, everyone stays clear on what success means and how to reach it. Remember the employee we talked about earlier? Here is what her goals might look like. Ensure the store is open by 8 a.m. every weekday until the end of March. Ensure we receive no more than 3 rational customer service complaints by the end of March. Ensure 100% of the inventory we receive from vendors is properly recorded. Ensure 100% of transactions each day are recorded. Notice the difference? We've clarified what acceptable opening time is at the store. We also clarified our threshold for customer service complaints, inventory management, and bookkeeping. When people work in an environment this specific, it's easy for them to feel less anxious. Since they know what the rules are, they know how to avoid breaking them. In this video, you learned how specified responsibilities can set your workplace up for performance success. You also learned how you can convert general objectives into specific goals and how goals can be worded so they become living rules. But if everyone followed rules, then the world would need no policemen, right? So how do you achieve peace of mind on a vacation, knowing your rules could be flouted at any time? In the next video, we will learn about system checks and balances and how your processes could help expose malicious intent way before the cancer spreads.